Part 2. The next part of this presentation gives an explanation of why the text of the Bible is without question the correct one, because it has a mathematical structure based on algebra and prime numbers. The calculations can be verified by a calculator. 373, the proof, set in stone. I use Casio ClassWiz FX83 GTX. This calculator has a unique factorization button called ShiftFact, enabling numbers to be broken down into their prime factors. We have examined the manuscript evidence, so we will now turn to the mathematical evidence that the Bible is of divine origin, and the scriptures contains the truth of our existence. Hence it is called 373, the proof, set in stone. The creation of the universe is the subject I wish to address in this presentation. In the 21st century there are two explanations given for the existence of planet Earth and the origin of man. The most popular is Neo-Darwinism, called evolution, and the other is the one given in the Bible. In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. At this time in human history, the Genesis account is seen by most as a myth, and that science has finally disproved its truth. The media uses people like Richard Dawkins to overwhelm the unwary public who are convinced that evolution is true. In this study, evidence of a numeric signature is based on prime and composite numbers. This type of evidence is found in the Old and the New Testament, proving that the Bible is the true account of the origin of man. This evidence is totally unknown by almost everyone. First, listen to Richard Dawkins' explanation of our existence.
Well, then who did create the heavens and the earth?
Why do you use the word who? You see, you immediately beg the question by using the word who.
Well, then how did it get created?
Well, by a very slow process.
Well, how did it start?
Nobody knows how it started. We know the kind of event that it must have been. We know the sort of event that must have happened for the origin of life.
And what was that?
It was the origin of the first self-replicating molecule.
Right, how did that happen?
I told you we don't know.
So you have no idea how it started?
No, nor has anybody.
Nor has anyone else. What do you think is the possibility that intelligent design might turn out to be the answer to some issues in genetics or in evolution?
It could come about in the following way. It could be that at some earlier time, somewhere in the universe, a civilization evolved by probably some kind of Darwinian means to a very, very high level of technology and designed a form of life that they seeded onto perhaps this planet. Now, that is a possibility and an intriguing possibility. And I suppose it's possible that you might find evidence for that if you look at the details of biochemistry, molecular biology. You might find a signature of some sort of designer.
Wait a second. Richard Dawkins thought intelligent design might be a legitimate pursuit?
And that designer could well be a higher intelligence from elsewhere in the universe. Well, but that higher intelligence would itself have had to have come about by some explicable or ultimately explicable process. It couldn't have just jumped into existence spontaneously. That's the point.
So Professor Dawkins was not against intelligent design, just certain types of designers, such as God.
In the video, Richard Dawkins told us that if the extraterrestrial being created us, he would have put his signature in his creation, just in the same way as Dawkins put his signature in his book, so that Dawkins would not be robbed of his creation. But Dawkins doesn't mind dropping God of God's creation by substituting evolution as the creator. We will show that God is the unseen author of the book given for our guidance and has put his signature in both his book and his creation. This book is known by everyone as the Holy Bible. Let us remind ourselves that mathematics is the only science where absolute proof can be established. The universe which we inhabit is the creation of God and can also be described by mathematics. The Bible signature employs mathematics and consists of the special prime 37 with its reflection, prime 73, then overlapping 37 and 73, giving prime 373, and then joining them, giving 3773. Since Richard Dawkins thinks a signature would prove the existence of an extraterrestrial being, therefore we will give Dawkins precisely what he wants, the signature 37, in the name, in Greek, Jesus Christos, Jesus Christ. This name is actually encoded in the protons and neutrons. How can this be possible? This incredible result will be shown and proved in a later slide. Evidence of precision in numerical design. You will learn that the signature is from an intelligent source set in stone in the Hebrew and Greek text. The system uses very large primes with their order numbers that were unknown to the ancients but were only known to God. The large primes are known to us only by the use of modern computers. The foundation signature is identified as the value 37 and uses numerical geometry, plus the equilateral triangle, the hexagram and hexagon, and triangular numbers, as displayed below. Let me introduce you to the Hebrew sentence shown below. As we investigate the words, you will see an indication of a structure that indicates a hidden numerical symmetry which will form part of the biblical signature. The Hebrew is untranslated, but when the words are translated you will see their origin. Hebrew words are read from right to left. There are 7 words with 4 by 7, 28 letters. The sentence has the subject, the verb, and the 2 objects. The subject and the verb. First word, a preposition. Second word, a verb. Third word, a noun. The first object. Fourth word, a participle. Fifth word, a noun. The second object. Sixth word, a participle. Seventh word, a noun.
In Hebrew, Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz.
The subject and the verb, words 1, 2 and 3, have 2 by 7, 14 letters. The 2 objects, words 4, 5, 6 and 7, sum to 2 by 7, 14 letters. Each object, words 4 and 5, and 6 and 7, have 7 letters each. The 3 nouns, words 3, 5 and 7, also have 2 by 7, 14 letters. The value 7 synchronizes with the syntax of the sentence. The different groups of words were not arbitrarily selected, but were selected by the grammar of the words, the subject, the verb, the 2 objects, and the nouns. The letters were distributed, giving a symmetry of 7s. The number 7 occurs throughout the Bible. Is this of any significance? we shall see. The Hebrew language has an unusual feature. About 200 BC, the letters of the Hebrew alphabet were given values 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 30, 100, 200, etc. The first letter, Aleph, was given the numerical value of 1. Second letter Beth, value 2. The third letter Gimel, value 3. The 13th letter, Mem, value 40. And the last letter, Ta, has value of 400. The Hebrew alphabet has 22 letters, so the letter values are created from the following 22 regular denominations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 100, 200, 300, 400. Below is the Hebrew alphabet, with all its corresponding numeric values for each letter. Aleph equals 1. Lamed equals 30. Resh equals 200. Translating words to numeric values. God translates to 86, and the earth translates to 296. Elohim, 40, plus 10, plus 5, plus 30, plus 1, equals 86, equates to God. Haaretz, 90, plus 200, plus 1, plus 5, equals 296, equates to the earth. We use the individual numerical values and apply them to the 28 letters in the 7 words. The first word. Total 913. The second word. 203. The third word. Total 86. The fourth word. Total 401. The fifth word. Total 395. The sixth word. 407. And finally, the seventh word. Total 296. The total, 913, plus 203, plus 86, plus 401, plus 395, plus 407, plus 296, total, 2,701. The value of the words 913, 203, 86, etc. appear random, with no particular relationship to each other. But is this true? 2,701 turns out to be a very unique and remarkable value, called a semi-prime, because 2,701 is the product of 2 primes, 37 and 73, that is, 37 times 73 equals 2,701. The other remarkable feature is that 37 and 73 are reflective values. Here are more interesting features of 2701, which is equal to 37 by 73. As 37 reflects 73, then reflect 2701, giving 1072. The sum of 2701 plus 1072 gives, by addition, the main signatures of 37 and 73. One, 0, 7, 2. The factors of 3773 equals 7 times 7 times 7 times 11 equals 7 cubed times 11. Or 7 times 7 times 77. Now 7 cubed equals 343. 3773 is a palindrome, a number that reads the same forwards and backwards. The palindrome of 343 is 7 by 7 by 7, but 37 and 73 are also encoded in 343. How? From 3, 4, 3, using the first 3, next using 4, plus 3 is 7, giving 37. Again from 3, 4, 3, take first 3, plus 4, which is 7, and then the 3, gives 73. Later, we find the words, "and God said," equals 343. The signatures of 37 and 73 appear again by the unique number 2701 by factorization, addition, and reflection. "37 times 73 equals 2701. Plus its reflection 1072 equals 3773, with 37 and 73 encoded in the 7 words. It is the signature of God. Now, 2701 is the only value, less than 10,000, using reflective addition, that displays the original factors of 37 and 73. Using the number of letters in the 3 words in the center gives 5 plus 2 equals 7, then 2 plus 5 equals 7, making signature 3773. The number of letters for each word contains the signature. We have 3, then 5 plus 2, giving 37. Next 2 plus 5, then 3, giving 73. The signature. Now overlap the 7s of 37 and 73, giving the prime number palindrome 373. We have 373 is the 74th prime number. This is astonishing. Why? Because 74 is the neighbor of 73, but 74 equals 2 times 37, and 73 is the reflection of 37. This is very remarkable that 37, 73, 373, 74, 73, and 37 are all linked by 37. Since 37 and 73 are prime numbers, we have 37 as the 12th prime number, and 73 as the 21st prime number. The sum of the reflective order numbers, 12 plus 21, equals 33, and when linked together, produce a palindrome 1221 equals 33 times 37. 12 plus 21 times 37 equals 1221. This equation is unique. Note the signature of 37. To summarize, The 28 letters create 28 numbers. The letters make 7 words, which apparently create 7 random values. 913, 203, 86, 401, 395, 407, 296. The first word. The second word. The third. The fourth. The fifth. The sixth. And finally the seventh word. Now, what does this sentence translate to? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. We can now understand that by the addition of the values of the letters, we produce the values of the words. 2701 appears now as not random. Why have this sentence in Genesis created an amazing signature of numerical design? How has this design arisen? When the words were written by Moses, the values of the letters were unknown. They were adopted 1,300 years later, in the 2nd century BC, from the Hellenistic Jews. Without the values, it is impossible to write this sentence with numerical design, and this needs explaining. Also, in the first chapter of Genesis, we find each day of creation prefixed with the words, "And God said, on the first day," and "God said, on the second day," repeated for each of the 6 days. This phrase, "and God said," equals 343. This palindrome, 343, or 7 times 7 times 7, is from the previous slide. Now 343, 7 cubed, is derived from 37 times 73, equals 2701, from Genesis 1, verse 1. Let us partition the 7 words into 2 groups. Words 1 to 5, in the beginning God created the heavens. The total, 1998, which equals 2 by 3 cubed times 37. Words 6 to 7, and the earth. Total 703, equals 19, times 37. Both partitions display the signature 37. Another partition of the 7 words, the 3 nouns, words 3, 5, and 7. God, the heavens, the earth, equals 7, 7, 7. 3-digit sevens. Amazing. Not only 777, but 777 equals 3 times 7 times 37, using signatures 3, 7, 37. The division of the values parallels the syntax of the sentence. In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. We have learned that the 7 Hebrew words gives us 7 numbers. Next, divide each number by 37. It gives a remainder of 0, or a remainder divisible by 6. So, we are able to create an algebraic formula or equation, 37x plus 6y, which generates all 7 numbers. In the formula, we will supply 7 pairs of values for x and y in order to create 7 numbers. For example, using x equals 25, y equals -2, giving 37 times 25 plus 6 times -2, which equals 913. This gives the following table of values. Another pair of values for x and y are x equals 5, and y equals 3, giving 37 times 5, plus 6 times 3, which equals 203. All the values of x and y have been chosen to satisfy certain criteria explained in the next slide. All the values may be derived from the formula 37x plus 6y. The criteria for the 7x values is that their sum should be 73. The sum is 25 plus 5 plus 2 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 8. Total 73. The criteria for the y values is that their sum should be 0. The sum is minus 2, plus 3, plus 2, minus 1, minus 2, plus 0, total 0. Finally, the sum of the 7 calculated values is 2701. This is 913 plus 203 plus 86. Plus 401, plus 395, plus 407, plus 296, total 2701. Next we will prove the values are positively not random. We factorize the 7 values into their prime numbers. 913 has the prime factors of 11 times 83. 203 has the prime factors of 7 times 29. 86 has the prime factors of 2 times 43. 401 is a prime number. 395 has the prime factors of 5 times 79. 407 has the prime factors of 11 times 37. 296 has the prime factors of 2 times 2 times 2 times 37. Add all the prime factors above 401 and add all the prime factors below 401. Factors above: 11 plus 83 plus 7 plus 29 plus 2 plus 43 equals 175. And below: 5 plus 79 plus 11 plus 37 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 37 equals 175. Amazing. The sum of the factors above 401 equals the sum of the factors below 401. No random values here. 175, 401, 175. Next reflect 175, giving 571. Then sum of 175 plus 571 equals 746, giving 2 times 373. 3773 are the creator's signatures. Sum the first and last values. 913 plus 296 equals 1209 equals 3 times 13 times 31. The values 3, 13, 31 are the reflective factors of 3627 equals 3 times 13 times 31. 3627 equals value of John 1:1. 373 is the value of Word, the title of Jesus. The inner values 203 plus 86 plus 401 plus 395 plus 407 equals 1492 equals 4 times 373. Isaiah 9:6 gives the four names of the Lord. 1492 equals 4 times 373. Using addition, select from the 7 values all combinations of the values. First, select single values, then, in a group of 2, then a group of 3, of 4, of 5, of 6, and finally, a single group of all 7 numbers, giving a total of 127 new values. Here are 3 examples of the 23 selections, with factor 37. With a group of 2 values, then select numbers 6 and 7, which equals 407 plus 296, total 703, equals 19 times 37. Now a group of 3 values, selecting numbers 3, 5, and 7, equals 86, plus 395, plus 296. Total 777, equals 3 by 7 by 37. Again a group of 4 values, selecting numbers 1, 2, 4, and 7, 913, plus 203, plus 401, plus 296, total 1813, equals 7 by 7 by 37. Each of the values, 703, 777, 1813, have 37 as a factor. The prime factors are distributed as expected, but amazingly, 23 selections give the signature of 37. Ingenious. The 7 numbers have now proven to be not random. The values are modeled by this equation, 37x plus 6y. And the values of x and y have been carefully chosen. Remember, the sum of the x values equals 73. Taking different selections of the y values and combining the 2 extra white zeros with the 5 groups below, this is a bit technical. We find ingeniously their sums produce multiple zeros. There is a duplicate factor of -2. A green -2 and a pink -2. With a green -2, 3 -2 -1 equals 0, or 2 -2 equals 0, or 3 plus 2 -1 -2 -2 equals 0, then repeat with the pink -2. This strategy gives 23 selections, which are multiples of 37. These 23 selections are 8 times the normal expectation of 3. This gives the reason for the special y values. It is this selection of these x and y values that have been carefully chosen to produce the excessive number of appearances of the signature 37. The chart shows the previous 127 selections of the 7 values factorized into their prime factors. The frequency of their factors appear as expected, and signature 37 should appear 3 times, but 37 appears 23 times. This is 8 times the expected frequency of 3. Actual frequency 23. The expected frequency 3. out of 127 possible selections. Statistically, we expect only 3 values to have the factor 37, the signature, but there are incredibly 23 selections with the signature 37. This is 8 times the normal expectation. Therefore, the 7 original words in Genesis 1, verse 1 shows that the encoding of the signature 37 is definitely not random. The sum of the yellow factors, 73, plus 46, up to, plus 41, plus 27, equals, 876, equals, 12 times 73. These 23 selections, with just 7 words, were not expected. The 7 numbers from Genesis 1, verse 1, with their total of 2701. 913, plus 203, plus 86, plus 401, plus 395, plus 407, plus 296, is equal to 2701. The 7 values originally seemed to be entirely random, with no connection to each other, but the more we study them, we find they are connected by a special reflective and factor symmetry. The symmetrical reflective features are unique for these 2 signatures of 37 and 73. An analysis of the signatures by algebra proves only 37 and 73 have these multiple features. Also 37, 73, 703, and 2701 are all revealed in numerical geometry. I became aware of Bible maths by a paper written 120 years ago by a Russian called Ivan Panin, and more papers on the numerical structures by Vernon Jenkins in the UK and Leo Tavares of the USA. They discovered the phenomena of 37 and 73 displayed by numerical geometry. Also the DNA numeric discoveries of Professor Shabak of Kazakhstan, and DNA in Bible Maths by Craig Pard Cooper, and the work of Bevan Williams, both in the UK. I discovered the Bible Maths of John 1, verse 1, Deuteronomy 4, verse 6, and Daniel 9, verses 24 to 27. Now a question. Why has the signature 37 and Bible maths only just been discovered? It is for the very same reason that why, after 6,000 years of human history, the miraculous power of electricity, which has only just been discovered, when in fact it is all around us. It is because we have to seek, then we will find. The 7 values are derived from 7 words, and they are created by 28 letters with values from the previous table. The number 28 is the 7th triangular number. Now we have a question: what is a triangular number? It is an arrangement as shown below. The formula for triangular numbers equals a half times x plus 1. For example, using 7 for x, we have a half times 7 plus 1, which equals 28. Therefore, the seventh triangular number has 28 elements. This is shown by the seventh triangle of 28 red circles. That is, 7 words and 28 letters. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the table of Genesis 1:1, the sum of the words 1 to 7, total 2701, equals 37 by 73, and the sum of the values 6 to 7, 703, equals 19 by 37. We find that both of these values are triangular numbers. This is easily shown by inserting the values 37 and 73 in the formula for triangular numbers. Here is the formula. Inserting signature 37 in the formula, we have a half times 37 times 37 plus 1, giving 703. And then inserting signature 73 in the formula, we have a half times 73 times 73 plus 1, giving 2701. It turns out that 3 and 7 are the only two numbers that can be combined in this way to produce the two reflective primes of 37 by 73, and their product 2701, which also forms a triangular number of side length 73, and the signature of 73 is one of the factors of 2701. The other signature 37 also forms a triangular number, which then becomes the center insert for this triangulation. This is unique and can be established by using algebra. This numerical geometry will be shown on the next slide. In the beginning, God created the heavens. Add the values from 913 to 395. Total 1998 equals 3 times 666, the total of the three blue triangles. 666 equals 18 times 37, the 36th triangular number. Therefore 1998 equals 3 times 18 times 37, encoding signature 37. The words 6 and 7 and the earth form the yellow inverted triangle, giving a total of 703, which equals 19 times 37. 703 is the 37th triangular number and fits inside the 73rd triangular structure. Note the signatures of 37 and 73. The words, the values of Genesis 1, verse 1, are 1998 plus 703 equals 2701, making the entire, very elegant symmetrical structure of the 73rd triangular number created by the three blue triangles and the yellow one. This amazing image is revealed in the first words of the Bible, using the signatures of 3 and 7, 37 and 73. The summary of the intrinsic features of the 7 values in Genesis 1:1. The total of the 7 values, 2701, equals 37 times 73, both primes. 2701 is the 73rd triangular number, and 37 is the digit reflection of 73. 37 is the 12th prime number, and 73 is the 21st prime number. Note 21 reflects 12. The yellow 37th triangular number fits precisely in the center of the 73rd triangular number. The 7 values, using the algebraic formula 37x plus 6y, produces a huge number of 23 signatures. Statistics tells us to expect only 3 signatures. This is truly not random. The addition of 2701 plus 1072, its reflection, equals 3773, with 3773 equals 7 times 7 times 77 equals 343 times 11, and 343 recreates 37 and 73. 373 is the 74th prime, and 74 is 2 by 37, and the neighbor of 73. The 28 letters form the 7 words, and 28 is the 7th triangular number. Also 37 and 73 are very important hexagon and hexagram numbers. There is a lot more symmetry and encoded secrets yet to be revealed. Algebra proves that the prime numbers 3 and 7 give 37 and 73, enabling special symmetries to exist, all derived from Genesis 1:1 and John 1:1. Note, both texts are solely about the origin of the universe. I hope by what you have seen that you are intrigued by the numerical symmetries and the design of these signatures in the 7 words, and you will want to know more about this strange discovery in this scientific age. It is obvious that 37 and 73 were chosen because of their special features. The 7 values are not random, but created by the equation 37x plus 6y with the special values of x and y, giving the excessive number of 23 signatures of 37. 373, the proof, set in stone. My book in color, 700 pages. That is, 300 pages of numeric symmetries. 50 pages of Daniel's 70 weeks prophecy. 160 pages of Bible truths, including why evil and suffering. Also 25 appendices. The history of the world was inscribed in 11 books, written before and after the flood, found on cuneiform clay tablets. Moses compiled these 11 tablets to write the first part of Genesis. When Genesis 1, verse 1, was written, about 1400 BC, the values of the letters were unknown. Therefore, it was impossible, without foreknowledge, to write a sentence to produce these numeric structures, containing the signatures with their special features, and derived from an algebraic equation. To repeat, even today, using computers, it is impossible, without the value of the letters,